Hello, my friends, gentlemen and gentle ladies, gentlewomen. Today we are going to watch The Meg, a movie starring the legendary shiny head Jason Statham and a bunch of unknown actors. Oh wait, the Megalodon too, of course. He is the main actor. A rescue mission is set on the Philippines. Jason Statham arrives and rescues a few survivors on a ship and sends them to an escape pod, but he then realizes there are still a few people on the ship. Game over. But he is too late. He either risks his life saving them or leave them so he could survive. And Jonas Taylor chooses to leave the few survivors to die. He is the hero, guys. Don't forget that. Dr. Hiller speaks up and argues with Jonas Taylor for leaving his friends behind. But Jonas quickly shuts him down. Spoiler alert, Dr. Hiller will become a main character. Jonas then detaches the escape pod as the ship explodes. Cut to many years later, we meet Jack Morris, a billionaire who wears cheap clothes. He then meets side character Dr. Zhang with his daughter Suyin and granddaughter Mei Ling. As they go down the elevator, Jack Morris tells Dr. Zhang that he is ugly. The elevator is ugly. The elevator opens and Jack Morris is shocked, realizing the money was spent on research, not on elevators. They are just in time to witness the expedition of the crew members Lori, Toshi, and Jeff the Wall. Yes, his name is the Wall. As the crew descends, Dr. Zhang explains that below the Marianas Trench lies a thriving aquatic kingdom. No, not Atlantis. And it is hidden at the bottom of the Marianas Trench, which is actually made from hydrofluorofilm science thing. But Jack doubts this plan. But Dr. Zhang explains if he wasn't true, then Jack's $1 billion investment is put to waste. The crew soon descends into the so-called hydrofluoro blah 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 bottom layer. The boys then make weird jokes and penetrate the bottom layer. And everyone was shocked. It turns out there is a thriving ecosystem of aquatic life not known to humans below the Marianas Trench. The crew then explores this amazing discovery, but their ship is damaged by a rock. Suddenly, something big and fast is moving towards them. The team then panics as their ship is damaged, and Lori tells them that Jonas was right. The facility team then decide to recruit Jonas, but Dr. Hiller declines the offer and explains that Jonas is a psychopath. But Mac quickly declines Dr. Hiller's request. But Jonas is in Thailand, that's a big problem. The screen cuts to Jason Statham, aka Jonas Taylor, drinking and enjoying his life in Thailand until Dr. Zhang and Mac come up to him. Jonas Taylor declines the request until Dr. Zhang explains that Jonas was right and that his ex-wife Lori is in danger. This convinces Jonas to join. Moments later, Jeff the Wall tries to fix the ship and succeeds. The crew now have light in their ship. Toshi then reads a manga. Making a letter for his wife. But they made a big mistake. The light attracts whatever is moving outside. The crew in the ship are quickly pushed by whatever is outside. But there is one big problem. Lori was stabbed by a screwdriver, and the oxygen tank has been leaked. This causes Suyin to act heroically and tries to save them. Suyin then jumps into one of the gliders and descends at the same time Jonas arrives. Coincidence? Maybe. And Zhang and Jack receive the latest news so they can tell Jonas to get into the ship. Jonas quickly hops into the ship but notices Mei Ling is in the ship. Are you gonna say my mommy? Says Mei. Yes, if you leave. Mei Ling then leaves. Then Jonas descends, but he is nervous. Meanwhile, the group argue if Jonas is crazy. But Jonas believes in himself and descends quickly by doing a 1000 IQ move by using the life support system as an engine. But Jonas bleeds. Nosebleed. Meanwhile, Suyin has reached the crew but is attacked by a giant squid. The giant squid then gets killed by a gigantic shark. The Megalodon appears. Suyin panics. As the Megalodon decides Suyin is a meal, the Megalodon rushes to her. Jonas tells Suyin to turn off the lights but the ship's lights are damaged. The shark then goes after Jonas' flare lights. That distracts the Megalodon. Suyin then gets jealous and wants to do more, but Jonas rejects her and tells her to go back to her daddy, which she agrees. While the flares distract the shark, Jonas attaches himself to the cruise ship and saves them, but the shark rushes to them and Toshi acts heroically by giving a letter to Jeff and sacrificing himself to save them all. Toshi died as a mega chad. Rest in peace, man. The crew reach the facility but Suyin yells at Jonas for failing to save Toshi. Meanwhile, Dr. Heller attends to Lori's wounds while apologizing to Jonas. Jonas accepts only if Dr. Heller heals Lori. After a while, Suyin enters Jonas' room while he is half naked, and Suyin apologizes as Jonas flexes his muscles. Damn, those abs though. Suyin then leaves flattered and takes a perverted peek. A few hours later, A meeting is held by Jack, and Dr. Zhang explains how important it is to take their mission slow and safe. But Jack fires back with, I spent billions on this facility and gained nothing. But Jonas interrupts, calling Jack a dummy, and that man versus Megalodon is not a fight, but a slaughter. Cut to May roaming around the facility, but she realizes that Megalodon is behind her. The Megalodon bites the glass and shakes the building as May screams. Damn, this Megalodon's really strong. Suyun immediately rushes to find May and finds her alright. Till they got a bite mark on the glass and a cute baby whale. Aww, it's so cute. Oh no, the Megalodon ate it. Damn it. The crew in the facility then discuss about how Jonas broke the layer that caused Megalodon to appear on the shore. Then a warning. A boat appears, and the crew goes out to investigate the boat and find out it is destroyed and it's filled with sharks. Wow. Danger arrives as they spot the Megalodon and they create a plan, but they first track it. And Jonas volunteers because he's the main character. How big do you think is? Oh, come on, man. Jonas then sends to the Megalodon and shoots it with a tracking device. The crew then reels him in, but the vibration attracts the Megalodon. A high-speed chase ensues as the aggressive pursuit of the Megalodon almost ends up with Jonas's death. But Jonas survives on time. Clap, clap. Main character powers. Now Suyun must risk her life into an unbreakable shark tank, and her task is to pierce the Megalodon with a poisonous stick. Suyun then descends inside the shark tank, and meat bait is thrown. This attracts small sharks, but the small shark leave after they spot Big Daddy Megalodon. Megalodon then surrounds Suyun, but she failed her attack. But the Megalodon did not, and the shark's bite caused a panic. The big shark then pulls Suyun and the boat on a ride, but surprisingly, Suyun was able to shoot a poisonous spear on its mouth, causing it to flee. But the shark returns, attempting to eat the shark tank with Suyun. This causes Jonas to dive on the water to save Suyun, but the crane was able to take her out of the jaws, but pushes Jax into the water. The shark then goes for Jax, but Jax reaches the boat on time, while Jonas saves Suyun, but Suyun is knocked out. The crew then distracts the Megalodon by throwing bait into the water. The Megalodon falls for the trap and gets stuck on a chain. While eating, boom, we got him. We actually got him, guys. Okay, I think. How? Now, the shark goes towards our main characters, but is trapped by the chain and becomes unconscious from the poison. But Megalodon can break this, right? Right? He can. Never mind. The Meg is now dead. Hooray! And Jonas saves Suyun and giving her CPR to save her again. Suyun wakes up and thanks Jonas. They then go outside and rediscover the Megalodon's dead carcass. And Jeff takes a picture with it until suddenly, Jeff gets eaten. A larger, bigger, stronger Megalodon appears that absolutely wrecks the ship. The crew is split and Zhang is severely injured. Hiller then sacrifices himself by splashing the water to save Jax. They all then get into the lifeboat while Jack calls for backup. And Jack's task force shoots and lures the Megalodon away. As the crew runs away with their lives intact, Zhang then tells a heartfelt speech before he dies from his injuries. Aww, so sad. The group then arrive to the facility, and Suyun tells her daughter about her grandfather's death. Everyone is in grief as they lost their friends and loved ones, and Jack tells them that the government will deal with the Megalodon, and the Manawan facility is temporarily shut down. Everyone will soon be evacuated. As Jack hops into a helicopter, we find out he lied about the evacuation, and he actually planned on killing the Megalodon himself. They then drop bombs on the Megalodon. The Megalodon has died. Jack then goes down to check its dead carcass and tells his minions to collect the teeth, but he tells them that it's not the Megalodon, it's just a whale. It doesn't even have teeth. Jack, mortified, tells the crew to get out of here. The boat speeds off, but Jack tumbles on the water. Danger, 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 the Megalodon is here. And this time, Jack Morris gets eaten. Next morning, everyone realizes Jack lied to them, and he didn't send an evacuation team because Jack wanted to cover it up. Mac then calls the authorities, but they declined, thinking it was a prank call. I think it was a prank call too, honestly. They then discovered that the Megalodon is going to target a populated beach in China. I guess it's up to us now. Proudly, says Jonas. The crew sets sail. The screen cuts to the populated beach. It seems people are celebrating and a marriage is happening on a ship. But their dog Pippin falls on the sea. Oh my god. No, not the dog. The shark rushes toward the dog. No. The shark then goes to devour his free combo meal and starts to taste all of the menus and options. Let me eat this. Let me eat these. Delicious! This causes the whole beach to become chaotic as people swim away as fast as they can as the Megalodon enjoys feasting on the free buffet. A guy in a bubble then appears. He seems to be safe. Wow, never mind. Now for his last meal, the Meg goes towards a group of kids. But just in time, Jonas and the heroes use the voice of a whale that attracted the shark. The Megalodon then attacks Jonas but Swin saves him with a torpedo. Jonas tries to launch a torpedo but fails. Uh-oh. Oh no. Oh god, that's a big problem. The Meg attacks him. But Jonas escapes, but no, he hit something. Some news reporters arrive and record the Meg. They got so amazed and they crashed into another helicopter that fell into the main character's ship, and now Suyin has to recover her crew. While Jonas fights Big Daddy Megalodon, Jonas charges into the Megalodon and uses the damaged part of the ship as a sharp weapon that cuts the shark's belly open. Megalodon then gets mad and bites the ship to pieces. Jonas escapes and grabs a harpoon and uses it to stab the Megalodon's eyes. As the shark panics in pure pain, it jumps into the water. Jumps out of the water. This isn't. Sharks can do that? Never mind. And falls on its back. It gets eaten by sharks and dies. Megalodon has died again. Everybody goes into the wedding. And the dog Pippin from a while ago is alive! Hooray! The crew then enjoys life. Thank you for watching. And subscribe if you can.